Last time on Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt?
There it is. Garrick Mock Monster. Sedith's younger sister Flame has gone missing.
What do we have here? There's a rather suspicious hole behind that shelf.
You all should know, I am not about to go easy on you today.
Forward, now!
And the winners are the Golden Deer. The one giving orders to those weird ruffians. Isn't that Tomas?
What's the matter? So shocked you can't even speak.
Teach. Tomas, Solon and his lackeys. Their whereabouts have been discovered.
But how?
You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
So, the end has come. The Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Ceres.
If you can fight, pick up a weapon. Everyone else, hurry up and evacuate.
I wish you were someone whose heart could be swayed by my words and deeds. Allow me to demonstrate. Send in our reserve troops and give my uncle the signal. What is this?
Everybody here, young and old, is in your hands.
You. How long do you intend to sleep?
You overslept, Teach. Can you feel it? A new dawn is finally here. Not just for us, though. No. For all of Fodlan.
It's been 5 long years. Where have you been, Teach? You don't really expect me to believe that you've been napping this whole time, do you? It's a good one. Except that's not your lying face. I guess I've got no choice but to believe it. You're not exactly normal to begin with, so it's not a huge stretch to imagine you sleeping for that long. And this is where you say, just kidding, right? If this is a rib, now's the time to fess up. You must be insane, and yet... fine. I believe you, okay? But that means you don't know anything that happened after your last battle, right? Before we discuss the state of affairs in each territory, are you hungry? You must be. It's not much, but I did bring some food with me. Let's eat up and go from there. Phew, I am stuffed. Even the most humble of meals taste great with the right company. By the way, Teach, do you remember the night before the ball? I know it was 5 years ago. but we promised that the Golden Deer House would reunite during the Millennium Festival. Today's the day we promised to meet up, but no one's here. True, there's still some daylight left. Let's wait just a little longer. You never know, maybe someone will show up after all. Hey, Teach, just waiting around sounds boring, so why don't we get in some exercise? You know, help with digestion and stuff. You must be in bad shape if you've been sleeping for 5 years. It'll do you good to get your body moving again. Something like that. Look, if you come with me, you'll understand. Oh, and don't forget your weapons, okay? I want to make sure neither your leadership nor your skill with a blade have dulled. The thieves are here. Apparently they're trying to run off with treasures from the monastery.
What? Intruders! Protect the goods!
This is gonna get expensive. Collect everything the thieves carried out. Strategy in motion.
The barbarity is even worse than the rumors. On my honor as a noble, I will expel these ruffians.
Over there. Is that the professor? And the others?
Professor, you're alive! Guess we better handle this before I celebrate, though, huh?
Today was supposed to be a happy day, but the monastery is in such disrepair.
You finally made it. I suppose virtue still exists in this crazy world after all.
We either rescue him now, or cut him loose.
I'm not cutting anyone loose.
Of course not.
There's no turning back.
Wish I could have seen more of the world.
Is that the professor?
Wow, it's you! Would that be the professor's ghost?
Hey, you're late.
Ignatz is dead.
It's time.
Moment has arrived.
You got yourself.
No! I'm not the one you want! It isn't looking good for us. You should yield me a tidy profit. I thought it would be easy money. Maybe it wasn't meant to be.
We took care of that. Are you sufficiently warmed up, Teach?
I'm exhausted. What gives, Professor? I was so excited to see everyone again, and then this happens.
I'm still tired from the long journey.
If you've got the spare time to play with those guys, the least you could do is prepare some tea.
Come on, those guys were drug dealers.
And it doesn't look like time has rusted your skills. That's a relief.
I'm just glad everyone's alive and well. Now that we've dealt with those violent bandits, we could potentially use this place as our base of operations again.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I'm talking about the Leicester Alliance taking over Garreg-Mach Monastery. After all, it's right in the middle of Fodlan. It's a critical strategic location.
Are you suggesting that we fight back against the Empire?
The Empire is the cause of the infighting. If we rid ourselves of them, the situation should resolve itself. That's why I'm thinking we should make this our base, raise up an army, and stir up some trouble for the Empire. All of us are fighting for a different reason, but we share a common enemy. If we don't act, the Empire will crush us eventually. I say we stop them before they have the chance.
Well, all that aside, this place is a mess. We can't very well make our base in a ruin. And repairing it sounds like a lot of work. I wonder if anyone would be willing to help us out with that.
Do you have time for a request?
You're sweet, thanks.
I'm with Ingrid. I'm not gonna get away with anything.
Stop messing around and get moving.
Everyone, listen up. I have a proposal. We are now building our forces in order to rise up against the Imperial Army. But it wouldn't be smart for us to fight under the banner of the Alliance. Therefore, I suggest that we operate under a new symbol. That's why I've prepared this. You may recognize it as the Crest of Flames, which resides in Teach. First, we need to defeat the Empire and restore peace to... Huh?
Professor, Claude, we're under attack. It's a small group, but some Imperial troops are headed this way. It looks like they were stationed nearby.
This will be our first battle alongside the Knights of Seros. Let's kick off our new partnership with a magnificent victory. We're prepared for the fire attack. Now we just need to draw the enemy's attention.
Hey, Rando! Nice hair, dickhead. Where'd you get it? The hair store?
Quiet! Don't think you'll get away with mocking me. Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
Now!
A fire attack! All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers! For my house, for justice, I will not be defeated!
Phew, nice work. We won without much incident, thanks to all of you.
Now the enemy knows we're on the move. What do you plan to do?
I intend to ask the Alliance Lords to share some troops with us to bolster our forces.
Oh, hey, I can think of one person who we can ask for reinforcements. Someone whose territory is really close and who's on good terms with Claude.
You're talking about Judith, right? I bet she would lend us a hand.
I'll reach out to her. As for the rest of you, prepare for our next battle.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment.
We finally received a reply from Judith. The hero of Daphnel has agreed to support us with soldiers and supplies. Now, regarding where we're going to receive the delivery...
As this is a request from none other than the leader of the Alliance, I wish that I could send troops at once. However, openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location?
Hallel, the Valley of Torment.
Yo, yo, yo! Ah!
Oh, wow, thanks. Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Wise indeed to set me to this task. I'm an excellent cook.
Professor, help!
Do you know of the wandering beast stalking the woods in the Emblem territory? It is said that it attacks people every night and drags them off to feast. The true identity of the wandering beast is that girl right there.
The crest that my father bore and was passed down to me. It was Maurice's crest. It's also known as the crest of the beast. There was the King of Liberation, Nemesis, the 10 elites, and finally, Maurice. One day, Maurice suddenly transformed into a hideous beast and slaughtered innocent people. The people of Fodlan grew to despise him, and he was stripped of his honor. His whole clan was conquered, and it was believed that his bloodline had vanished. Maurice's crest is a symbol of disaster. Anyone who comes in contact with it is met with great misfortune. Yes, people are saying the creature is similar in appearance to Maurice's bestial form.
Leave my sight!
I am grateful. This is delicious.
The Valley of Torment. Perhaps a good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course.
In Lenato's place, I have to do my duty. I know this is it, but... Here we go!
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
Long time no see, Professor. Are you still watching this boy's back?
Can you quit calling me a boy in front of everyone?
It's a perfect title for a boy. Thanks for the exposition, Gloucester boy.
Boy? I will not—
Hold your horses, boy.
With Judith joining our forces, we've secured some more troops and supplies, albeit not many.
I'm sorry it couldn't be more, boy.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River.
Preparations are complete. Now it's a game of patience. As they say, good things come to those who wait.
Care to elaborate on this plan of yours, Claude? Can we really do this without battling my father?
Pretty soon, Count Gloucester will need to gather his troops in the northern part of his territory.
Nardell, that retainer I mentioned, is going to draw their attention.
We'll take that opportunity to make our way through Gloucester territory and launch a surprise attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin.
I will ensure our success.
I know you will. If we can win this fight, then our next goal will be to topple Enbar, the Imperial capital. I said before that my plan was to meddle with the Empire, but I'm gonna do you one better. We are going to defeat the Empire, once and for all. But to do that, we can't afford to slip up here. Bear that in mind and prepare yourselves for the coming battle.
The Great Bridge of Myrddin is in sight. Beyond it, the Empire.
You're in command, Teach. Do whatever it takes to win. Well, other than sacrificing the lives of our allies for the sake of victory, try to avoid that. Let's get moving. We're counting on you, my friend.
I've got to make my name known to Her Majesty through distinguished service.
We've got to try.
I'll cut you down!
Looks like we can capture this fortress quickly if we take out the soldiers protecting it.
Allow me to demonstrate.
We'll ally ourselves with the Imperial soldiers, too.
To repay Her Majesty's favor, I will not let you pass. All is fair in war. Lady Edelgard!
Well done, everyone. The Great Bridge of Myrddin is ours.
I was prepared for bloodshed, but that was more than expected. I guess I'm still not used to this.
For those of you who live in Alliance territories, I ask that you return to your until we finish our preparations. Judith...
That's a casual way to dole out.
Do you object?
Just who do you think I am? I won't let the Empire pass this way, even if it costs me my life.
Too bad you're not allowed to die. Fight like your life depends on it, but flee if you're ever truly in danger.
A tall order, as always. I'll use my best discretion, Claude. The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Is that you, kiddo?
I have returned, Nardell.
Oh, Master Claude, it's you. I mistook you for one of the local children. My apologies.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion.
I have news. Our enemy is gathering troops at Fort Merceus. Their army is immense, likely led by a renowned general, or perhaps even...
Well now, that would be interesting. If we can defeat the Emperor, then the Empire will collapse.
There's something else. An unidentified army has approached the Great Bridge of Myrddin. They passed through the Daphne and Gloucester territories from the northwest with incredible speed. They're raising the banner of House Blathid. Perhaps they are the remnants of the Fargus royal family. From what we could tell, they posed no threat to the citizens of the Alliance, and so we refrained from engaging them in needless combat.
Soon we'll be entering Empire territory ourselves. If our enemies are going to intercept us with an attack, it will probably be at Gronder Field. How fitting that it was the site of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion 5 years ago. There are the ruins.
Only by defeating me can you claim the secret treasure.
Guy, it speaks!
That's enough!
We've gotta help. Too slow. Grandson of the grandson of the grandson of the elite Regan. Now tell me who you are.
We'll cover you.
Pull out all the stops.
If you are not going to flee, I shall take your life as payment.
Let us know.
We're gonna make you pay.
Such a nice selection of tea leaves in the pantry here.
Tea is nice and all, but it's not much good when you don't have sweets to go with it.
The north side of the town is in chaos.
I think that's all of it.
What do you want?
It's over.
Gronder Field should be around here, right?
I recall the terrain from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, but without the ability to see the enemy's formation.
Our enemies are subject to the same conditions. We'll just have to wait for the fog to clear up.
Speaking of enemies, what do you think became of those unidentified troops? Any follow-up reports?
We haven't heard anything since. If they were headed this way... Well, I'd like to avoid being caught by surprise, but we can't make use of our scouts because of this fog. It's hard to predict this fight. There's no way to know what will happen. Your guidance is going to be crucial, Teach. Now more than ever. Do whatever it takes to lead us to victory.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
Stay back! Stay back or I'll shoot! Professor? Is that you? You're with the enemy. That means I'll have to kill you. Here is something to believe in. Wish I could have at least done it alone. There are enemies in the central area.
The Imperial army is starting to crumble. We will step on the Empire right along with the Alliance troops. Eternal flames with all of them!
Good time for a secret scheme.
Those fools who went up the hill will pay with their lives in the crimson flames.
Interfered with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you. Fighting on will endanger my life. A matter's fair.
Are you trying to stop me too? I'll just have to kill you!
Allow me to demonstrate.
Where are you, Edelgard? I will not stop until I kill you!
I haven't seen you in so long. It's such a shame you have to meet like this. I'm sorry, Dimitri.
In the name of His Highness, you die here. Hold a grudge if you must.
You're in my way! Yes! Guess I have no choice.
I will not hold back!
We haven't seen each other since Garrick Mach. You've grown lovelier than ever, Edelgard.
You're not so unfortunate yourself, and you have the aid of the Professor. Frankly, I'm jealous. Now's the chance for you and the Professor to meet.
I'm afraid I must decline.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one. I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Even in an ugly battle like this, it's important not to lose heart. We have to take pride in our victory. We did it, Teach. Now we can move forward to our victory. So, Edelgard retreated. I suppose she lives to be defeated another day. Still, the battlefield looks awful. And I wonder what became of the Kingdom Army. And Dimitri.
I saw him.
Who? Dimitri?
He was completely different from how I remember him. He looked like a crazed demon while he was fighting. He pursued Edelgard as she retreated, but he didn't get far before he collapsed. I saw him surrounded by Imperial troops and pierced by their spears. I'll never forget it. He deserved a better end.
Dimitri. He went through so much to make it here, only for his efforts to be in vain.
I can't even begin to understand what Dimitri must have been feeling, but there must have been some other way. Why did he have to go like that?
And his vassal, Dedu. Did he fall as well?
I don't know.
Your Highness, your ambitions are my own now. I will bring you Edelgard's head. I swear it!
We've managed to invade Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle. I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial capital. Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale. Our stamina has limits.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
I am, actually.
Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
Part 2, Verdant Wind, Heartstring Moon, The Golden Scheme.
Professor, I asked to be on the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other. But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you. Ah, so I see. If one were to combine this incantation method with the power of a crest, then in theory, it should...
Hey there! Still studying, are we? Isn't it past your bedtime?
Claude, I really don't appreciate you interrupting me right now.
But if you don't get your sleep, you're never gonna grow big and strong. Draw your sword, Lysithea. If you wish to continue studying, you must first defeat me in battle. Come now, face me like the hero of legend that you are.
I find myself speechless in the wake of your staggering ignorance.
Oh, and just so you know, I heard a rumor that this library is haunted. It's probably not true. Right? Right. Anyhow, I'm off to bed. Good night.
You know, I am suddenly rather sleepy. Excuse me while I see myself out.
Ah, that fragrance! Could it be? Ferdinand, I cannot help but notice the exquisite tea you're drinking.
Not many can appreciate it, let alone recognize it. I'm impressed.
Perhaps you would be so good as to indulge me with a cup?
By all means. Allow me to pour.
Ah, what a delightful aroma. When I close my eyes, I feel as though I've wandered into a rose garden.
You are clearly quite passionate about tea. And more than just passionate. You know what it takes to brew a fine cup. To say nothing of your flawless etiquette and sterling attentiveness.
Certainly. Proper etiquette at tea time is one of the surest hallmarks of quality breeding. And the extent of one's attentiveness is quite often indicative of the depth of one's character. The ability of a person of fine stock to exhibit a rich quality of character is precisely what determines whether one is worthy to be called noble. And all of that can be seen in how one handles such a simple thing as a cup of tea.
Marvelously put, Bones. I can tell you
Yet another lovely day. On such a fine day as this, it would certainly be nice to go for a stroll with someone. I wonder if anyone is around. Oh my! Such awful noises!
Huh? Oh, hello, Flame!
Well, you startled me! Appearing out of nowhere and making such sounds? What is it you are doing here anyway?
I'm just out here using logs to train.
Tiny or no, I want to be stronger. Do you have any tips for someone both willing and eager to grow?
It's probably best to start by practicing your battle cry.
You are a font of knowledge. Can you apply your wisdom and show me by example?
No problem. Just follow my lead. Yeah! Hurrah!
Yeah! Hurrah! How did I fare?
Our objective is Enbar, the Imperial capital, but our greatest obstacle lies before that. Fort Mercius. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Merceus, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The only real question is what our fearless leader intends to do.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute. I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
How do you imagine we'll be able to sneak in? Those fortress gates are locked tight.
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in.
Do you really think they'd just open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we know it.
Really? Go me! I wonder how far we can get with this plan, dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in. Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas? Claude dressed as a woman? I don't understand what the point of that would be.
I sent our letter to Fort Merceus, with the proper Imperial formatting and everything.
What did you write in the letter?
I informed them that reinforcements were on the way. It would have been suspicious for troops to show up unannounced.
So, the plan is?
We'll disguise ourselves as reinforcements from the Imperial capital and sneak into Fort Merceus. We've also procured Imperial Army uniforms.
Ooh, good work. I knew this was the only way.
In the letter, I included the name of the Imperial General leading the reinforcements. While we're heading to the fort, a separate army is going to attack us.
We're going to be attacked?
Apparently, the notorious Death Knight has been placed in charge of defending Fort Merceus. He got some acclaim in the battle to subjugate Western Fargus. They say he holds the most military prowess in the Empire.
Even so, we've got Teach here to command us. All will be well. You have to trust us.
So your big plan is to just trust your professor? Really, boy?
As woman approaches.
It doesn't matter. No one can take this fortress.
General, reinforcements have arrived from the capital.
You let them in. Make haste and slaughter them all.
We made it in. Professor, take control from the south. I have my own task to do from here. There are preparations to be made for our secret plan.
I see your skills haven't dulled yet, kiddo.
What did you expect? Everyone, listen up! From now on, the Almiran forces will be fighting by our side. We'll work as one, and we will bring down that fort together! For Nadir the Undefeated, this should be as easy as a walk in the meadow, right?
Well, goddess or death god or whoever they may be, let's crush them to dust.
Hold the grudge.
I'd rather not fight, yet avoiding it is more frustrating and fruitless than engaging in the battle itself.
Hold the grudge if you must.
I hope know someday there will be no fighting and we can all just...
The time is ripe.
Report! The Death Knight is moving. It looks like they're abandoning the fortress and making an escape.
We need to put an end to this here and now. Come on, let's circle around and cut off his retreat.
Desire to slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand. It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
And these bitch niggas gon' hate me, 'cause I already know we got a panic relief.
Run! We have to evacuate immediately!
My niggas, but I promise I'm not a faggot. Hey, and these bitch niggas.
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
What was that? It was like a javelin of light fell from the sky.
Javelin of light. Well, that describes it pretty well. The fortress was supposedly impregnable, but look at it now. It's hard to imagine that the Empire would do something like that. But if not them, then who? And for what purpose? If they wanted to kill us, then why wait until now to use it?
Do we really have time to be worrying about that? If another one of those javelins of light falls, we're all dead.
Claude, there are things I wish to ask you, but first we must hurry and withdraw.
Right you are. Come on, everyone. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Claude, it is time for you to explain. Why are you so close with an Almyran general?
Well, he did quite a bit for me when I was younger.
When you were younger? So, before you joined House Regan? How and where did you meet him? There aren't many opportunities to meet a general from Almyra in Fodlan.
If that's what you believe, it's only because that's what you've been led to believe. There's a big, wide world outside of Fodlan, and it's overflowing with different places and cultures. You think interacting with outsiders is odd, but isn't avoiding contact with the outside world far more unnatural?
Don't change the subject, Claude. To the people of the Alliance, the Almyrans are...
It's true that there's a history of hostility, but why should that mean we're doomed to remain hostile forever? The Almyrans aren't monsters. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? If you just give them a chance, you'll see that they're people. Can we really draw a definitive line in the sand and say one group of people is all good and another all bad? If I can realize my dream, Fodlan will be reborn. The old age will end, and we'll welcome a new dawn.
But if they take our jobs?
Save your objections for another day, Gloucester boy. That said, there are more pressing matters to discuss. Our next step is to invade the Imperial capital, right?
That's right. I'm sure Edelgard is eagerly awaiting our arrival in Enbar. Reinforcements from the Alliance Lords should arrive soon. Let's make sure we're ready to greet them.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War.
They're like the wind in the trees.
Huh? Claude and the Professor are? What does that even mean? And who is which?
Oh, I was just thinking that if we're the birds, then those two are like the trees and the wind.
I'm just happy to be here with all of you. I won't get scared, no matter what we face.
We have our goal. Enbar, the Imperial capital. Let's get to work.
That Nardell guy, or Nader, I suppose. It was all some trick, and we fell for it. I don't think the nickname The Undefeated applies if he flees from us. Though, maybe he only got that name by running away. Can't be defeated if you run off, right?
Don't expect any sympathy.
Fighting in the capital? Ugh, and we're fighting against Edelgard! Double ugh!
Once this battle is over, what will become of Fargus and Fodlan? Peace, you say? It sounds so foreign, so unattainable. But maybe, just maybe,
Invading the capital and smashing the Empire. I wonder if doing so could really end this war. Care to share your thoughts, Professor? You say that with such confidence. I want to believe that it's true.
Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Gerald.
There it is. Enbar. The Imperial capital and the largest city in all of Fodlan.
If we don't conquer the city quickly, things will get complicated fast.
We've kept the Empire waiting long enough. Onward! We were told Hubert would be leading the enemy forces, but the Death Knight's also with them.
It's here! The Crest of Flames banner! There, on the other side of the canal!
Uninvited guests, I see. Let's ensure they receive a warm welcome.
Better accept it.
Too slow.
To survive, I will win!
Our first wave of reinforcements is here. It'll not be long until the next.
Reinforcements? That was quick. We can't hang around or they'll just keep coming.
well done.
Thanks. Let's go.
That all?
My blood compels me! Fire meets water!
Strategy in motion.
Don't get used to this. I'll end this quickly.
Okay. Just Hubert left to deal with.
We are taking heavy losses. We need more troops.
Next, too slow.
Pull out all the stops. Strategy in motion. Better accept it.
I should have disposed of you a long time ago. I will rectify that failure here.
Here is something to believe in.
We must place our faith in
Her Majesty, our victory is everything.
Well done, everyone. Now we can break through into Anbar. We need to hurry up and attack the palace to block Edelgard's movements. We've made it this far. Somehow, this battle will settle things once and for all. We'll attack as soon as everyone is ready. Huh? Is that you, Dedu?
I arrived not long after the battle at Gronder Field. I am here to kill Edelgard.
Well, if you want to fight alongside us, we'd be more than happy to have you.
We fight for different objectives. I swore to offer Edelgard's head to His Highness. But, should I fail, I will have no choice but to entrust that mission to you. This is the information I have gathered during my time in hiding here. It includes details about the inside of the castle.
I appreciate this, but what do you plan to do? Don't tell me you plan to go alone.
I've done what I came here to do. Farewell.
Hey! Wait! He's gone. He's just as hard to understand as his liege was. The time has finally come, my friend. Once we win this fight, the Empire will fall. What will become of it? Well, that's for us to decide, isn't it?
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. Conclusion of the Crossing Roads.
Is everyone ready? The objective of this battle is to defeat Edelgard and rescue Rhea. She's a fellow student to all of us. If there's a path that we can walk together, that would be preferable. But that all depends on Edelgard. If she won't yield, then that's that. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill her. I ask that you and everyone here prepare yourselves to do the same.
Understood. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are prepared.
The future of the Alliance. No, of Fodlan is at stake. I have been prepared for this my whole life.
Captain Gerald taught me that indecisiveness is a weakness. One must cast aside their doubts before fighting.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone here are more important than all else. I shall be prepared.
Rescuing Lady Rhea is my dearest wish. We must prevail no matter what it takes.
Everyone, take your positions. The battle is upon us.
They've made it into the palace, but it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option. Everyone, prepare for a bitter struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
There are more enemies inside the palace than I thought. It's gonna take a lot to bring this situation under control. But if we defeat Edelgard, then victory is ours. Everyone, let's go!
That place brings back some memories. It's a shame we don't have time to catch up.
Edelgard, forgive me. Predictable.
No hesitation!
Missed.
With all of my might!
I got bitches all on my
So close. Must press on.
Is that all? Infiltrators! Kill them!
Pathetic. Ineffective. Weak. Pathetic. Weak. My Thanks.
Good time for a secret scheme.
It's time. I can do no less. Leave my foot. Too slow. To survive, I will win. With all of my might. Fire meets water.
I've got an ace up my sleeve.
I cannot vanquish her alone, so I will join you in this battle. But if I fall, leave me.
Allow me to demonstrate. We'll cover the truth.
They're weak spots.
I must confess, I never imagined that you would be able to pursue me this far. I don't mean to belittle your skills, Professor, but you've far surpassed my expectations. Form the troops. Destroy anyone who sets foot in the throne room.
Oh, it never ends. I will not.
With all of my might!
Leave my foot.
Time to strategize.
A threat eliminated.
In this situation, we have this covered.
Pull out all the stops.
Guess I have no choice. You act. To survive, I will win. Your ideals. I understand they're not so far removed from my own. But without sufficient knowledge of this land's suffering, I can't entrust Fodlan to you.
Perhaps. I dare say it's true that I don't fully understand the history of Fodlan. Still, I've seen many things in my life. Don't worry. I'll finish the job for you.
Hold the grudge if you must.
Edelgard, give up. We don't want to kill you.
But I must kill you. If I don't, the righteous world I dream of will never see the light. Come at me with everything you have. For one of us, this is the end. Professor, I suppose you think you can defeat me, is that right? But I will never give up. Even if my arms and legs fail me, I would still find a way to move forward. I will smash that false goddess and her minion into the ground. It looks as though my path will end here. My teacher, claim your victory. Strike me down, you must. Even now, across this land, people are killing each other. If you do not act now, this conflict will go on forever. Your path lies across my grave. It is time for you to find the courage to walk it.
It's over. We were only able to beat her because of you. This wasn't the conclusion I'd hoped for, even though Never mind. It's over now. The important thing is that we won.
Here, boy. A letter. An Imperial General asked me to give it to you.
A letter? Let's see it. It looks like it's from Hubert, Edelgard's vassal.
If you are reading this letter, you are a pussy-ass bitch. If I had my squad with me, you know we would have ran up on your ass. I will literally knock the shit out of your 14-year-old ass. Someone needs to actually murder you. This isn't me being mad. This is the truth. You're some fat fuck behind a computer trying to tear people down because you're so pathetic in real life. You fucking punk-ass bitch. Tell me your address and I'll beat your ass, motherfucker. Oh wait, I already know, cause I am the motherfucking Archon of myself in this bitch. I know an Agarthan down the street that can steal your soul with voodoo magic. I have no tolerance for little pussy-ass bitches like you. I'ma come find your pussy-ass one day, wait and see. I'ma fuck your mom, then the fam, then beat you to death with your own phone full of your own stupid-ass opinions. You stupid fucking Don't even know what a fact is. You a little bitch and that's facts. Learn to be a man, maybe, you little cocksucker. Go play with your bitch. I swear to God, if I see you in Indonesia, I will fucking kill you. P.S. Destroy those who slither in the dark. Yours forever, Huber. P.P.S. Fuck you, Ignots.
Hubert, to leave a letter like this behind. You were a better man than I believed you to be. Those who slither in the dark. It sounds like Fodlan will never know peace unless we defeat them. There's just not enough information here. I don't suppose there's any chance that this is his idea of a prank. If so, wow, good one. Hubert, rather than writing a letter, you should have just told us before we fought. Right. We still don't know for sure if this letter is telling the truth. Let's go find out.
You have come to save me. Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again, all this time. Is it truly you?
Claude, I can see you have grown into a reliable young man. Thank you for supporting the Professor, and for rescuing me. Surely the protection of the Goddess has...
Wait, Rhea. What do you know about the Children of the Goddess?
Children of... What is this about?
Forgive my bluntness. Someone from the Empire filled us in on a few things, but we have no choice. We must defeat a secret enemy. Those who slither in the dark. Do you know about them?
Those who slither in the dark. It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fodlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He's the hero to whom the Goddess gave the Sword of the Creator.
I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu. But he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god. From their corpses he gained even more power, and brought war to Fodlan. A mere bandit like Nemesis would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
Aha! So Nemesis had accomplices. And those accomplices must have been those who slither in the dark. They used Nemesis. And this time, they used the Imperial Army to once again bring war to Fodlan. I finally get it. And I even understand why Edelgard was associating with them. Just as they were trying to use the Empire was trying to use them. Rhea, there's still a mountain of things I need to ask you. And I will. But I'll leave all of that for another day. You must be weak after living in confinement for so long. please rest for a while. My friend, let's prepare for battle. We need to strike Shambhala as soon as possible.
You must not allow Fodlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
So, you mean to tell me that Fodlan will fall to ruin if we leave those guys be?
If this map is reliable, their base is just south of my family's territory.
This story is a bit much to believe. And yet...
It does ring true, somehow.
Remember Monica, the one who killed Gerald? And the old man who was masquerading as Tomas? They were their allies. And the Flame Emperor and the Death Knight were merely their pawns.
Hold up, boy. Do you really think that we can win against such powerful foes?
I don't know. We have to try, don't we? They were trying to use the Imperial Army to plunge Fodlan into war, but we nipped that in the bud. Now we just need to tear out their roots, and I know we have what it takes to do it.
Incredible! Who knew that there was such a vast space beneath the ground?
It is magnificent in a sense, but I could hardly call it beautiful. Even the air feels stagnant.
In any case, it seems like we need to go deeper. Let's look around and see if we can find some stairs.
For thousands of years, we have existed underground, living on only that we might someday see our vengeance realized. Destroy them! Damn those who stand with that arrogant goddess to oblivion, away from the world of the living! Now is the time. Remove the binding spell of Titanus. Let their metal bodies be drenched in blood!
Hey, what are those big things?
Initiate all that remain! We must advance our preparations!
Allow me to demonstrate!
Pointless.
Hold the grudge if you must. Better accept it.
Going for the kill.
Gotta use your head. Step aside.
We destroy Shambhala, so long as our goals are fulfilled. So you have shown yourself, Fence, or should I say, surface. crowning goal of the Agarthans.
Here is something to believe
You will never get to enjoy your victory.
It can't be.
For all Agarthans, let there be light!
I can't put down. I can't put down a cup. 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 Cause
It's coming down!
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fodlan's New Dawn.
I am happy to see you too.
Sorry to interrupt your rest, but there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything any longer. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization. But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the progenitor god and engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war that ensued, and the majority of humans were annihilated. It took the progenitor god an astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god, having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the holy tomb. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him. I called myself Seros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailteam Plains, and I took back the sword of the Creator.
Professor, Claude, there's something you need to hear right away.
If you have something to report, do so at once. There's no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east. They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
What?
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed. Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Damn it! Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of Murden. Alliance forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Do you mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
That's not possible.
The enemy forces are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
A weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. And banner bearing the crest of flames. There is only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell. An incredible power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god. Nemesis obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case. From the blood of the progenitor god, Sophis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the Sword of the Creator.
And after that, Nemesis used the Sword of the Creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu.
After I battled with Nemesis as Saint Ceres, I reclaimed the heart of Sophis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that goal. I wished to see Sophis, my mother, once more. Yes, I believed that if I could resurrect my mother, I could regain all that had been lost.
So, that's the truth of it.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sophis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, she merely gave you her power and vanished. My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all. Fodlan's blood-stained history must end.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Making me work.
What's the plan, my friend? I thought you'd say that. And of course, I'll be joining you. What about the rest of you? Our enemy is a monster of legend. As always, there's not a shred of proof that we can win.
I'm in. I need to get back at him for hurting my brother. I'm not going to let him get away with it. I, too, will fight until the end. I wish to protect Fodlan's future. It would hardly be fitting for Captain Gerald's apprentice to bow out now. I'll show them everything he taught me.
This Nemesis guy should be arriving soon. Is everyone ready?
It's finally time. I'm on board with that. Let's all make it through this alive. Let's defeat this dusty old king of liberation and put an end to this history of lies. Once we've done that, there'll be nothing holding us back.
a new and brighter age will begin. Let's go, my friend. Fodlan's new dawn awaits. Nemesis is here, and with more soldiers than expected.
Suros, I will kill you. Do not get in my way. All those who stand in my way will be destroyed.
More commanders remaining. We just killed number 10. These can't be the 10 elites, can they? Nah. Now we can't call any more demonic beasts. Let's go, my friend.
Reach for my hand, I have sorrow away.
You are a foolish child.
Tough talk from the guy who's lived too long. Allow me to fix that!
You are all pathetic weaklings. You lack the courage to challenge me in lone combat.
Yet we have the strength to scale the walls between us, to reach out our hands in friendship so we can open our true hearts to one another. That's how we win!
Scorched by flames. Like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Future historians will refer to this day as the new dawn of Fodlan. Of that, I have no doubt.
As the rain falls on the path, I chase your shadow.
It's up to you now, Teach.
I don't feel
As for my
a
path,
single drop or the ground below. Then you turn to me and I stop before I know. And the lie upon my lips, I let it go. Cross my heart, making vows I know will be betrayed. A sad girl's please live only for a breath and then they fade. My dearest wish is that you'll know these tender thoughts that only seem to grow.